Tandy McGlassen, a former lineman in the National Football League, pastors the Stadium Vineyard in Anaheim, California. While playing in the NFL, he suffered a knee injury. During the recovery, Ed began a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. He eventually entered the ministry full-time, and after suffering a second knee injury, he ended his NFL career. He has spoken at numerous conferences around the country and around the world, including sharing his testimony on a number of Billy Graham crusades. Ed and his wife Jill live in Anaheim with their 5 children. Please welcome Mr. Ed McGlassen.
Hey, beloved of San Diego. Can't wait for a special event that's going to happen at Grace Chapel of the Coast, November the 16th through the 18th. What's this conference about? Well, how many people do you know that still struggle with the brokenness from their family? That still struggle because their dad didn't know how to bless their life, how to speak into their life. How many wives come up to me and go, you know, my husband struggles because his dad didn't know how to tell me he loved him, didn't know how to speak life into him, and my husband's stuck. He's stuck in his job, he's stuck with his kids, he's stuck in his marriage. Or as a single person, just being in that place where you're looking for life and in all the wrong places. Well, this weekend is about the blessing of the Father, and how do you receive it for yourself? And then extend it to those that you love. We're going to be there at Grace Chapel, and can't wait to be with you there in San Diego. This is Ed Tandy McGlassen, and if the Lord can turn my heart around, there's hope for everybody.
As He chose us in Him before the foundation of the world. Like young Jeremiah walking along one day, the 13-year-old kid, and the voice of the Father breaks out of heaven, and God peels back and allows him to hear and said, Jeremiah, before you were born, I knew you. Before your mom and dad came together, I fashioned you with a purpose, with a life, and called you. In other words, your birth, who you are right now, has been eternally in the heart of the Father. The way you're shaped genetically, the way you're positioned, you know, intellectually in your life, and your skin color, everything about you was chosen on purpose for what He has for you to do. In other words, there's no mistakes in this room. There's no mistakes even if somehow your mom and dad prematurely got together and united and produced your life and never married. Or were married and did it right and walked through that process, and you were raised in a great family, or you were raised in a broken family. There's nobody in this room that's not been eternally in the heart of God the Father. And He couldn't wait for the moment, for that first, you know, in your life, you know. I just love that.